Heyo, welcome back. So, what we're going to do is just spend a little bit of time just doing what I'm going to call some side questing videos. I know I've already published some that fall under this bracket, but this is leftover footage that I picked up while I was doing the main stories. So, I'm just going to bundle them together. They're going to be like mini little parts here and there. So, yeah, sit back and enjoy the side quests. And then once we wrap up all these, I'll finally jump into the DLCs. So anyway, sit back, enjoy, and this week's video is ding! You're welcome.
Death for you and me both.
So, in the Commonwealth, just around the area of Dime City, in the Fens, to be exact, we find an entrance to the sewer. Now, this being Fallout, it's probably a good idea to go in the sewer. Normally. Not every time. Normally. With that body in that position, and a holotape nearby, there is one but answer. Let us listen to the tape. Now.
Here we are, detective. If you followed my instructions, you're alone. And well, if you aren't, I've already left. You better be alone. Well, come on in. I've put my work on display down here, and I'd very much like you to see it.
So, with another body in a weird position, we stumbled across a remnant. Before, the bombs dropped. A man fishing with his own head for bait. What is this crazy world we have stumbled across? Underground. Under the Commonwealth. Within the streets of Boston. As we walk through, trying to get our head around what we see, more and more ghouls seem to appear. But that is not the mystery. The mystery is, who was the narrator we just heard? Who was the detective that was coming after him? Are either of them still alive? Who won in the battle that was the encounter? Will we ever find answers to this? I do not know. Do you know? Well, let's watch the video, then we will both know. A barbecued skeleton. And another holotape. Let's see what happens next. Let's press play.
I want you to appreciate your surroundings, detective. I can only be myself in a place like this. Life up there is exhausting. Every day you smile at people who don't care about you one way or another because that is what you do. Down here, I really get to live. I'm happy to share it with you today, detective.
So, we're finding out the serial killer stalking the Commonwealth. Well, Boston, pre-war. Taking bodies down into the sewer. Torturing, framing their bodies, pre or post-mortem, in questionable positions. As we go further and further through the sewers, our head spins, unable to contemplate what we are seeing. Games seem to be played with the remains, or as I said, is this pre or post-mortem? What is going on? Did he position the bodies like this when they were alive? Did he torment them? Or did he kill them and then arrange the bones and the corpses in interesting ways to amount suspicion, arouse fear with his next compadre? Who knows so far? But as we carry on walking, we have a bribing skull on top of a human skeleton. A cymbal-clacking monkey. Still don't know why they exist anywhere, but nevertheless. What is his audience? What is his end game? We must know a floating hat. Why not? We must find out what is going on here. Following round the area, we're greeted by another stage, another tape. Let us press the play and listen.
I am getting so anxious about our meeting, Detective. You know, I think I've only ever wanted someone to know me. And really, I can't think of anyone who knows me as well as you do. I am your object of fascination, and you have become mine. It's humbling, Detective.
So, the detective, hot on the trails of the serial killer, there was pre-raider, maybe, using mannequins in his habitat. Curiouser and curiouser. We have now looped across and now above the body that was the Brahmin had done a human skull. I'm not doing very this, but please humour me. More questions need answering as we see bone upon bone. Humans stopped controlling trolleys. Humans stuffed in dog cells. A human getting drunk and executed? How many people died here? Why are there so many ghouls? And who survived? The detective? Or the murderer? As we come into what is our final area right now, more ghouls attack. And as we try to piece together this mystery, another ghoul. No. I must not be stopped. I must find answers. And what is that? A glowing one. Possibly the remains of either the detective. Or is it our serial killer? More corpses, more bodies surrounded by chalk. A flamer. And an extinguisher. Did our madman burn people, then put the fire out to continue? Stimpak! He healed them. To burn them again, perhaps? This is a very sick individual. And as we wound around, as we see, a flying mannequin for no reason. But a magazine, a stealth boy, and right away. And our last holotape.
I didn't want to hurt you, Detective. I didn't want to hurt you, but you hurt me first. Now I know you didn't mean those things you said. And I forgive you, Detective. It doesn't matter anymore. Now you're here with me. And we have all the time in the world to get to know each other.
So that's it. No real definitive answer there. Was the glowing one the murderer or the detective? All we can really say is this guy was walking around pre-war, as I said. Hot plate with a skull on. Excellent stuff. So, pre-war, did that. Ghouls are probably people that he was torturing. I'm going to go with the fact, yes, it was the killer that was the glowing one. He was still torturing some people, and then the bombs dropped. Those victims survived his acts, but then became ghouls. And here we are, looped around. We're back right at the very, very start of where we came in. Just an odd one. There's no really definitive answers. You can guess and do whatever you like. Here's a man fishing with his own head. Wrap your head around that. Yay! Puns, got them. Right. We're done with this video. Thank you very much. I just thought, fuck it, let's try a bit of silly bollocks. And when you're talking to me, the beard has always got some silly bollocks around. So, you stay safe, you stay beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!